Hi y'all, it's me again updating all of you on my issues with AirAsia. So thank goodness it is a positive news. So if you are interested to know more, please continue watching this video. So in my previous video, I mentioned about the poor customer service because they gave me copy and paste replies and close tickets without solving the issues raised by me. So after all those efforts, I finally received a satisfactory and reasonable reply from the customer service regarding my query on the discrepancies in the refund amount. So yep, as expected, it is due to currency conversion, and they acknowledged that understood that it might be an issue for me. So yeah, they credited the difference into my credit account. So good job, AirAsia. What is the problem? Why I'm so unhappy with it? It's not because about the money. It's about how they deal with it. Yes, if they can initially provide a reason that yes, the difference is due to currency conversion. Yes, and then at least have an engagement session with me. How should I proceed with it? So let them know what should I expect. So right now the key thing is what are the efforts I've done for me to give me a proper reply. So number one, I record videos, which is like what I'm doing now. In fact, I recorded 2 videos. The first one is a long-winded story containing the issue itself with explanation and together with my dissatisfaction with AirAsia. So it's a long chunk of crap over there. So my second video is a straight to the point video explaining about my issues and how unprofessionally AirAsia handled it. And yes, I still remember that before I ended my last video, which is the second video, I make a statement that if AirAsia continue to be like this, treating customer as a shit, so there's a high possibility that the employees, when they go out, they need to get prepared to get thrown rotten eggs. So for the second video, I also boosted in Facebook, my own Facebook page, for 2 days, and I had close to 5,000 views. And for when I'm boosting the post, I'm targeting people who have liked AirAsia Facebook page and those who work in AirAsia. So perhaps if you have an ongoing issue with AirAsia, you can actually make a Facebook post, or like creating a page, make a Facebook post, of course together with relevant evidence, such as if the employee slapped you or what, make with relevant evidence and put in your Facebook page, then boost the post. I think it doesn't cost much, and it's worth to spend the money to get a proper reply from them, or to let them face the colors from it. It's just like for 5 days or 6 days, it's just for 30 over ringgit. And if you are lucky, you might get over a sum of compensation from AirAsia. So it's still worth it. And if you are have a lot of followers, or you have a lot of likes in your Facebook page, it's an added advantage. Number 2, for unresolved complaints, write an email to MEFCOM together with your booking itinerary and those evidence that they have closed all the communication channel. If you have open feedback cases before and then they just close it prematurely, screenshot everything, submit it to MEFCOM, and make sure you CC key general, make some guess of the email ended in AirAsia domain. I think AirAsia support email also still working, but this I'm not sure. But for the details of the email that you can contact AirAsia or put them in CC list, I will put it inside the description, whereby you can just follow. So send an escalation email to MEFCOM. Of course, this is what you should do, because technically MEFCOM is to protect us, our aviation consumers in Malaysia, or for flights departing from Malaysia and to Malaysia. For any problems, you can submit to MEFCOM. And number 3, this is what I do, and it's very extreme and it's only a last resort purpose. If MEFCOM is you feel MEFCOM is too useless, late reply, never see message, or etc, and then they totally side with the airlines, whereby I think that this shouldn't be the way. You can do this way, whereby what I did was I wrote an escalation email directly inside the tool to the king, Actually, it's not the king. I find in Istana Negara website directory, I find the email of the secretary, and also I send with Prime Minister and the Minister of Transport inside. And inside the email of the escalation email for the last resort one, which is my last card, I specifically mentioned that the country failure in handling such a rent airline like AirAsia, because they are really behaving like this, and mentioned that AirAsia has piling number of customer complaints. And for the evidence, you can refer to their Facebook or their social media page. They're piling on complaints whereby people are saying this, scolding that AirAsia are not taking a look at the complaints, are not even resolving their complaints. Those kind of stuff are mentioned in the email, asking why MEFCOM and Minister of Transport has been blind and never monitored those social media sites for customer dissatisfaction. And last but not least, in the email, I also did mention that the government should consider to revoke AirAsia license to operate in Malaysia if they continue to treat customers like this. My next video will be focusing on giving you a brief walkthrough on what's happening with AirAsia this month. So if you want to know more, do stay tuned. Goodbye.